The bank vault had a 20-ton door, and its walls were reinforced with solid iron, so strong that the builders were absolutely confident no one could ever break into it. In fact, they didn't even install an alarm system inside, because this vault was famously known as unbreakable. But that belief was shattered in the most unbelievable way when a group of robbers executed a master plan so perfect that they didn't just break in, they stayed hidden inside the vault for 27 hours. Today's story is about a robbery so intelligent, so silent and so daring that it is still considered one of the greatest bank heists in history. To understand how all of this happened, let's go back to July 19, 1976, a quiet Monday morning in Nice, France, when staff members arrived at a bank called Société Générale, known for having one of the most secure vaults in the world. Like every day, the employees walked towards the vault to open it, a massive door with a complex locking system. But when they entered the combination, the door didn't open. At first, no one panicked, because this 20-ton door had a history of getting stuck, so they assumed it was just another routine issue. They contacted the vault company, and within 30 minutes experts arrived to fix the problem. But this time, something was very wrong. Even after repeated attempts, the experts couldn't open the vault. Hours passed, customers began to gather, and tension started rising as the bank's reputation was now on the line. Finally, after 3 long hours, a decision was made to drill a hole into the vault wall to investigate the problem from inside. Surprisingly, there were no signs of forced entry anywhere. No scratches on the door, no damage to the walls. Everything looked perfectly normal. But when they finally drilled through and looked inside, what they saw left everyone stunned. The vault door had been welded shut from the inside. This made absolutely no sense, because there was only one entry point, no windows, no alternative access, and no light inside, making it seemingly impossible for anyone to enter. Realizing something serious had happened, heavy machinery was brought in, and after hours of intense effort, breaking through thick, iron-reinforced walls, an opening was finally created large enough for someone to enter. And what they discovered inside was beyond belief. The vault had been completely looted. Some lockers were broken, others were opened, and on the wall, a message was spray-painted that read, "Without arms, without hate, without violence." As the shock settled in, investigators noticed something even more unbelievable: a tunnel dug right beneath the vault floor. By now, the police had taken over, and their investigation revealed that out of 4,000 safe deposit boxes, around 400 had been emptied, filled with cash, gold, and valuable assets. The tunnel led directly to the city's main sewer line, where police found tools, 27 gas cylinders used for welding, ventilation systems, and even a 1-kilometer-long electric cable, clear evidence of a carefully planned and executed operation. The total loot was over $20 million, which today would be worth around $110 million, or nearly 900 crores in local currency. This wasn't just a robbery, it became one of the largest bank heists of the century, and also triggered one of the biggest police investigations in France. The news spread rapidly across the world, damaging the bank's reputation and putting immense pressure on the authorities. For months, the police searched every possible lead, interrogated suspects, and even questioned bank staff, but they found nothing. Then, 3 months later, in October 1976, a breakthrough finally came when one member of the gang was caught after being tipped off by his girlfriend. Initially, he denied everything, but under pressure he confessed and revealed the entire gang. What shocked the police even more was that these criminals were previously known only for small-time thefts, raising a critical question: who was the real mastermind behind such a massive operation? During interrogation, the gang members revealed a name: Albert Spaghiari. Surprisingly, he was not a hardened criminal, but a simple photographer living a quiet life on the outskirts of the city. When the police arrested him, no one could believe it. His neighbors described him as a normal, humble man. But the reality was far more shocking. as Albert immediately confessed that he was the mastermind behind the entire heist. According to him, the plan began when he rented a locker inside the bank, using it as an excuse to study the vault's interior. To test the security, he once placed an alarm clock inside his locker, set to ring at night, and when no response or alarm was triggered, he confirmed that the vault had no internal security system. Disguised as an engineer, he later obtained the city's underground maps and calculated that by digging a 26-foot tunnel from the nearby sewer line, he could directly reach the vault. He then hired local criminals to carry out the physically demanding work, and over the course of 2 months they dug the tunnel silently, working only at night to avoid detection. Finally, on the night of July 18th, they entered the vault, and for the next 27 hours, they calmly looted it, even taking breaks to eat inside. Before leaving, they sealed the vault door from inside and left behind their now famous message. With Albert's confession, the case seemed closed, but this was far from the end. During court proceedings, Albert claimed he had written details of the hidden loot in coded form and would reveal it only to the judge. When he was taken into a private room to explain the code, something unbelievable happened. Albert suddenly jumped out of the window. The room was on the first floor and a car was waiting below. He landed on its roof, quickly got up, and escaped on a motorcycle that was already prepared for him. Despite all efforts, the police never caught him again. Years later, he appeared in an interview in Italy where he casually admitted that he had always been fascinated by treasure since childhood, and this heist was simply a way of fulfilling that obsession. It almost felt like he was mocking the authorities. After that, Albert Spaghiari disappeared completely, and his final whereabouts remain a mystery. In 1989, news of his death surfaced under strange circumstances, with claims that his body was mysteriously delivered to his mother's home. To this day, the story remains one of the most brilliant and mysterious robberies ever executed, not because of violence, but because of intelligence, patience, and a plan so perfect that it turned an unbreakable vault into history's greatest illusion. And maybe the most chilling part is this: sometimes the biggest crimes don't need weapons, just a brilliant mind.